Well, hold on. Episode 5 of the retreat.
Uh-huh.
How you feeling?
Pretty good. I feel like my energy came up a little bit kind of midway through last episode. Think yeah, I'm ready to go. I made myself a little cup of iced decaf, which always is refreshes me a bit. I think the episodes are going really well, which I'm happy about. But definitely putting in some work. How about you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Ready to keep going?
Ready?
Alrighty. Let's do it.
We'd love if you shouted out our podcast blank, and then they go on to explain the podcast.
Okay, tournament time. What do we do here on tournament stuff? Well, I'll tell you what we do here.
Didn't know Macintosh was an Apple until last week's episode.
Shut up.
All right, fine. It's called tournament style. Are you happy? The podcast it's a two-man comedic show where we host a tournament every week and figure out the best thing in any given category.
All Fantasy Everything meets The Goat Show, aka the perfect podcast.
Written by Guillermo and Austin, two listeners from, you'll never guess,
Buffalo.
Austin, if you can.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Well, I'm glad you played it in its entirety. It deserved it. Wow.
Hold on, there's
Fucking-
4 more minutes. I accidentally made it
I'd
quiet.
listen. That'd be fine.
Hello and welcome to tournaments.
No, keep going.
Well, no, go ahead and move it, and then I'll show you. Right, that moves my mic too.
That's actually really
I
funny.
don't know if you realize that or not.
I didn't think it that far through. Let me go ahead and just say right now, it's going to take me the whole episode to get comfortable here on the couch with you. Not because of you, just I'm hard to situate.
Hello and welcome to tournament style. Tournament today is best power,
Best power?
and I am your host
Like
Austin,
super?
and here's my co-host Guillermo.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Hi, I'm Guillermo. How's it going?
We're on the couch together.
Yeah, I moved. Been sitting in the office chair for a bit, the gaming chair. Now I'm joining Austin on the couch for episode 5. We really look like podcasters now. A nice couch and some mics, I feel like, is the classic podcast look.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree.
But okay, cool. How are you? Or what was the question? What am I doing?
That's it.
Okay. So what's that? You said something about dorsal fins?
No, I
Is
didn't
that-
say. I
no?
never
Okay.
want to talk about doors. Very good.
Oh man, I still have a whole list of conversation topics.
Go ahead and bust one out.
What's the date of this coming out?
November 10th, I believe.
Do you think we have a new house speaker by now?
Yeah, we have to, right?
I don't know. I feel like have to is a strong claim.
What's
Seems like we don't have to.
What's the deal with that? Because I purposely have not looked into that much.
Same. I just know that Kevin McCarthy, I don't know, is bad.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so he got fired
Mm-hmm.
or kicked out, excommunicated, whatever they say in politics.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to reelect someone, or they're trying to reappoint someone, I should say.
I'll do it. Should I just
You'll
throw
be-
my hat in the ring?
Well, here's my question. Does the House Speaker have to be from the Republican Party?
Yes.
So, yes. Are you willing to be a part of the Republican Party?
Yeah, I think I can
maybe
do
for
it.
like the sake of being like the House Speaker.
Yeah.
Well, Trump was a Democrat until he ran for president.
Well, I don't know if Trump is,
Anything.
yeah, other than
Yeah.
a grifter.
Oh.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, no, I shouldn't have brought up the House Speaker thing. Again, there's a few things I'm sort of like kind of have my finger on the pulse on, but just really I couldn't vamp about it for 5 minutes because there's a lot of weird stuff going on. Which we've alluded to before. Let's do something more thought provoking then. So we're thinking, Do we have a new house speaker by now? Let's look ahead in the future.
I'm gonna say we
future.
do.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Yeah, that's guessing.
$20 or
Yeah.
we're
I'll give you.
we're shaking on it.
Yeah.
By the time this episode comes out, Austin thinks we do have a new house speaker.
By November 10th.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna win this one.
You didn't have to bet me.
Do you think? I don't know why this one's starting off with politics. Do you think Biden's gonna run for re-election this year or next year?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
There's some rumors that maybe he's not gonna do it.
No, I think he's going to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was a short conversation. I think he might not actually. I'm just gonna go through the list since the goal is to record 2 more.
Yeah.
Yeah?
This one and one more.
This one and one more. Going through the list of stuff. I haven't talked about. I got vaccinated. That was fun. Shout out to HEB.
Do you feel okay?
I feel better now.
Yeah.
The vaccine killed me for about a day. Let me tell the story. I got the vaccine around 3 p.m. Couldn't sleep that night. Around 3 a.m., I started to get the most insane shivers I've ever had. I took some like cough medicine and some other stuff to try to knock myself out, and some melatonin. Fell asleep, woke up early-ish, feeling like absolute death. I mean, I felt, obviously I didn't sleep very well, and my whole body ached. Felt like I had fever. I was delirious a little bit. It was a struggle. Did some stuff for work, and then around 1 I laid down and fell asleep from 1 to 5:30. Woke up, still kind of felt bad, but it started going away. I didn't take it. It was probably like the next day where I really felt it was all the way gone.
It's crazy how bad the vaccine makes you feel that next day.
That's the worst I have felt from any sickness ever. I've never been that sick. So I'm assuming my immune system is robust now. Like it
Now?
has been well, because that's what the vaccine does. It prepares it to be, to
Don't
fight
tell me
COVID.
what the vaccine. I don't need the explanation from you what the vaccine does.
I just feel like no COVID should be able to enter my body after this.
Okay, yeah.
That's where I'm at too. And I didn't even double up with the flu shot. I already had my flu shot.
That's what I did last year, and I was out
flu
for
vaccine.
the whole day.
Yeah.
The next day.
Yeah, the flu shot by itself did not affect me almost whatsoever.
That's interesting.
Yeah, no, it kind of just was.
Because when I got the COVID vaccine, like when that was first introduced in 2021, I didn't feel super bad the next day.
That's same.
But then
Same
when
here.
I guess it was last year when I got the re-up and the flu,
and
that's when I died. Yeah. So I was thinking maybe the flu is what did it.
Yeah, I don't know what the combination or what the deal is, but I've definitely. Yeah, I don't know. This was definitely isolated COVID vaccine that really, really killed me. In other news, did you get to see the eclipse a couple weeks ago or a week ago?
I did. Well, it's been a while now. I did.
Yeah.
I sent you a picture of it, I think.
Oh, did you? I don't remember that for some reason.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
How did you take a picture of it?
Through glasses on the camera.
Oh. I don't know that I also did that.
You did that and you're asking me how I did it?
Well, I didn't get a very good picture. Was your picture anything? I have a bunch of pictures of rocks here, but that's like
maybe I didn't send it to you.
Oh, well, there you go. Gaslighting me.
You're right. I totally gaslit you there. I sent it to my other friend. That's why.
Your other friend named Guillermo? Oh, that's a good picture. That's way better than the picture I got.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't even have to look at yours to know that.
What? What does that mean?
Well, let's see it.
I bet yours is fake. Here, hold on. I bet I sent it to Caroline. Let's see here. Go back. Let me shield this from me. Naked Guillermo, Naked Guillermo, Naked Guillermo. Oh, maybe I didn't send it to Caroline.
Now you're gaslighting
her.
her.
Here. Wait, what? No. That's not terribly worse. Also, no one can see these pictures.
It's not terribly worse.
The gag is lost. in some sense.
But
I got vaccinated. There was an eclipse. I've alluded multiple times to the fact that I got to see Tina Fey and Amy Turner in person.
Amy Poehler.
You think Biden will run for re-election? What was the best Halloween costume this year? That's another one that was fun.
Barbie and Ken.
Barbie Ken.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice. I guess my last anything you want to say about the Vegas Sphere, which collapsed last week? Just kidding. And in the joke, no one was inside. So in
the fake collapsing.
in the fake collapsing of the Vegas Sphere.
I would like to go see something there. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, it looks pretty great now that videos are coming out of it. Like,
what do you mean?
Now that like you see the inside, what it looks like, and it's
what about before that?
Well, before they had shows,
right?
We can only imagine what it was like,
right?
But this is beyond anything I ever imagined. This is so much beyond my imagination.
I understand. So now that there's like stuff happening there,
it's cooler than I thought it would
wow.
be. I wasn't really impressed at first.
With your mind,
kind of like dumb. Yeah, with
you weren't impressed with your own imagination.
Of what I thought the Vegas Sphere was.
Right.
Was gonna be.
That's crazy.
Also, I thought it was the Vegas Spear.
Oh,
so it was just not really impressive at all.
Yeah. Oh, you thought it was still the sphere, but it was supposed to be a
misspelled.
Spear.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you thought that this was a spear to them, and they just made a really bad spear.
Right. They failed to produce the Vegas Spear, and instead created a giant dome building
structure
with the biggest. Is this the biggest screen ever in the history of mankind?
Surely not.
Anybody? No. Where else? Name a bigger screen. Name a bigger spear.
I can't name a bigger spear, but I would imagine that maybe in somewhere in Saudi Arabia, there's a bigger screen.
Really?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They do have the biggest tower there. Do you know what it's called?
The Dubai. Oh, is it in Dubai?
Mm-hmm. We've talked about it.
The Dubai Mega Tower.
Close.
Really?
It's the Burj Khalifa.
Oh, we have talked about that.
Yeah.
Often mistaken for the Wiz Khalifa.
And the Mia.
And the Mia Khalifa.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, do Mia and
brothers
Wiz have the really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You're lying.
Lying about what?
It is Wiz
Khalifa,
but they're
brothers,
right? Well, that too.
Yeah, it's Wiz Khalifa.
And Mia Khalifa? Kafila?
Who?
Khalifa?
Your brain is melting.
I feel like we're both melting on this one. I feel weird that I don't have the headphones on. It seems like
you seemed adamant. You told me like whatever I do is don't let me put the headphones back on.
Don't let me put the headphones back on, even though I probably need to.
Why do you need to?
It just feels different.
In what way?
Well, now it kind of feels like I'm not podcasting, and it feels like I'm just talking at a wall. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm talking at the audience or to you, who is sitting on the same couch. Because we were having a real conversation, we were facing each other. But we're actually both facing into the living room.
Probably, yeah.
Which before TVs is, you can imagine how people hung out. They just kind of sat on the couch and stared at nothing.
Couches were actually shaped differently.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm totally serious.
Hey, that could be real.
That it was actually a couch was a 2-seater the way this is now,
but facing each other.
Well, hold on. Yeah, hold on.
I'm waiting.
Excuse me.
So
the couch was a 2-seater the way like we're sitting down on this now.
Yeah.
Hold on. Excuse me.
I'm waiting.
You interrupted.
I'm
me.
Actively.
I don't like that. And then it would be it would be connected, and there would be another piece. So instead of this like L-shaped thing right here, it was another piece right over there in front of us.
That's a different couch.
So what?
That's two couches.
No, it was
two couches
one
facing
couch.
each other.
No.
I don't know
that's how couches were.
I'm not sure. where to draw the line between is this a bit or is it you being confused about the structure of couches?
No, think about it.
I'm thinking about it.
Right. There'd be no reason to have this open area like this, like
Yeah.
facing out.
So there
They
were two
put
couches.
It was one couch back then, though, basically.
Is it the thing with like pants where it's one pair of pants?
No.
Okay. Is it like eyeballs? Like it's two eyeballs?
No. This was
Like they were connected?
Well, like, would you call this a second couch?
No, but it's connected.
Yeah, it was connected.
Oh, I thought you were saying it's not connected.
This is all a lie. I don't know why you're.
What?
Just keep. I don't know why you.
So in depth with it.
Why would they have a couch like that?
Why not?
It doesn't make any sense.
I think it makes sense if it's two couches.
I don't think it makes sense even if it's two couches.
Oh well, you wouldn't have been a very good couch salesman.
Well, I almost.
You would have been a great TV salesman. Like, oh, we really need something to put in the spot.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the whole list of topics.
Nice.
There's some other stuff.
Should we make this a short one?
A short what?
Episode?
I honestly feel like we can say that. We can try, and at some point we're going to go on a tangent.
Okay.
So I'm really not worried about it.
Then should we just jump into the segment?
Let me think. What's the segment again?
It's a rant that you still have not come up with.
Yeah, I think I need a second more. What's the timer on this episode so far?
16. It's
Okay.
huge.
Why don't we give our thoughts on the retreat so far? Let's do a little exit survey, a little early exit survey.
We did the Conspiracy Corner episodes all
right,
before this.
We're not in a theme month anymore.
Mm-mm.
It's important to talk about. But I really enjoyed all 4 of the episodes that came out before this. I can't really gauge this one because I don't have the headphones on.
You and the headphones. You literally begged me.
I feel like more of a producer in the sense with the
You're not a
on.
producer. You don't produce this podcast.
I'm producing. I'm running the soundboard and recording everything and monitoring the.
I would not call that running the soundboard. What you do?
Yeah, no. I click something every once in a while that plays the sound.
It's late. Usually.
Well, that's the clip's fault.
No, you're like, hold on, I gotta say it again.
The X-Files audio clip was
Stop blaming the inanimate object.
We should have a post-retreat episode, kind of like a reunion episode, where we come and talk about our thought. I guess this is kind of what this feels like right now.
Well, that'll just be the next episode after the retreat.
I guess that's
that we're
true.
Like both at home and
we have some space in between it. Yeah, you've been okay. You've been at my house for 6 hours, or my apartment for 6 hours, and we've just been recording.
Only
episodes.
6? Jesus.
Yeah,
it's felt like longer.
It's 6 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 6 hours is a lot, so if it feels long, it probably feels like an accurate amount of time.
What?
You're saying it feels like 9 hours?
It feels longer than 6 hours. So what does that mean? It's an accurate amount of time.
I'm just saying, like,
well, I don't understand that statement at all.
At what point do you feel like you've been here?
I felt like you just didn't trust how I felt. That's kind of what it sounds like.
It sounds like you're saying that.
It sounds like you just insulted me.
It sounds like you're saying that your endurance should take you up to 6 hours, no problem.
That's not what I'm saying.
But
I just said it
feels like it's
longer.
been 9 hours. Because you're feeling
just
fatigued.
Changed my statement.
Yeah, well, that's what we do here.
I would like to get into my rant.
I'm a little bit scared. Also, didn't we already? Oh, right.
This is our 5th episode today, man. Yes, you're right. We did this segment not that long
Holy
ago.
Shit. Holy
The next
shit.
episode's a draft, man. I don't know if you realize that.
Oh my god, that's crazy, actually.
Yeah.
I thought we had a rotating set of 8 segments.
We have a rotating... We do.
Oh. Gosh, that's crazy. I feel like we just drafted women.
To be fair, we did Reading Reddit before the drafts. So we could do Reading Reddit again.
Reading Reddit.
We're doing a rant today.
Okay, we're ranting today.
Here's my rant.
I'll take it.
I'll start off with the rant statement, and then I'll read this thing that I have on my phone. The rant hypothesis statement is lobster lobsters
Uh-huh.
are fake, um, expensive, high person food.
Right. Their values inflated.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you gonna go off on that?
Yeah, I'll go. Well, actually, I'll just read a little bit
Uh-huh.
from this. A brief history of lobsters and how they became seafood royalty. Once considered the cockroaches of the sea, these crustaceans have come a long way from their humble beginnings. During the 1700s, lobsters were so plentiful they used to wash ashore on Massachusetts beaches in piles up to 2 feet high. If you were to see a 2 foot high pile of lobsters today, I'm sure your mouth would be okay. I don't. Lobsters were considered the poor man's chicken and primarily used for fertilizer or fed to prisoners and slaves. Some indentured servants even revolted against being forced to eat the meat, and the colony agreed that they would not be fed lobster meat more than 3 times a week.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So, how did lobsters go from fertilizer to the rich delicacy we know and love today?
Transportation.
It's safe to assume.
Or, getting the lobster inland.
Stop.
Oh, well, I thought you asked.
It's safe to assume that most people know lobster meat is freshest when cooked alive. But during the 18th century, this crustacean was prepared just like any other meat after it was already dead. Wait a minute. As the American rail transportation system began to develop, it made it easier for people to travel from state to state.
Yeah, no, that's tracking. That's tracking.
Yeah. I wish you didn't know that.
Wait, what?
I
Why?
wish this was like blowing your mind instead of
Oh,
you. Like,
sorry. I do know the thing about the lobster.
yeah.
I know, but does this enrage you? It's a rant. I think it's hilarious. I could definitely rant about it as well, or hop on that too.
I think lobsters shouldn't be cost as much as they do.
They definitely should not.
Yeah, that's my rant basically.
Anything else?
No,
Big
that was supposed to
big
take up like
lobster or fuck Red
that was
Lobster.
supposed to take up like 10 minutes.
Oh well, that was
Yeah.
well. We can talk about it. No, that's same thing with diamonds. Diamond is a useless rock that is abundant. What happened is the market. What?
Okay, no, go ahead.
So in the diamond industry, took the strategy of perpetuating diamonds as a antique jewelry so that people would keep them and they wouldn't re-enter the market, thus unbalancing the supply and demand and making sure that there's no resale market on diamonds and that they're expensive. They have zero value. They have no value. There's nothing special about
Well, what
diamonds.
does that mean? What do you mean it has no value?
That means that
it's not gold?
like
Is
it's
that
not.
is that what you mean?
Yeah, sure. It's not gold, or it's not something that is expensive because it's difficult to acquire.
Right.
There's a lot of diamonds. There's a big supply of diamonds as opposed to something that is expensive because the demand is higher than the supply. And diamond companies, that's why a diamond is forever campaign is a thing. That's why I don't even think it was that long ago.
Yeah,
that this
diamonds are
happened.
forever. It sounds pretty recent and stuff.
Yeah. When did the Diamonds Forever campaign start? 1947. And so that's the same thing with the inflated like fake value of the lobsters. They just it was not a self-fulfilling prophecy. What's the word? What's the yeah, it's just something that kind of, there's not a reason besides it became like a a thing.
Yeah.
Does it make you mad?
The diamonds?
The lobsters.
The lobsters makes me mad.
The diamonds are fine.
Diamonds I don't
Yeah, I
care.
get the diamonds.
Diamonds look pretty and I can wear them.
Yeah.
And they shine.
You're not a lobster guy though.
I would be if they were sold for the amount of how they taste.
Well, in a vacuum, just the taste of lobster.
Fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. It's the Jason's deli of crustaceans.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, of seafood. Even.
Yeah. Have you ever done gone to a what's it called, like a Joe's Crab? Not a Joe's Crab Shack.
Yeah,
What's the
I've
place
done
where they give you the bag of like lobster and you have to like break the claw and eat it? That's not fun to me. I
That
don't like that.
That sounds like a gross trailer. No offense to
What?
what you have done in your life, but that
What?
sounds like a gross trailer park way
No,
of eating
no,
lobster.
there's like a chain here in Austin that
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's a chain.
yeah, but it's like a hold
I'm
on.
talking about like go to Maine and go to like a nice lobster place,
Well,
not like go eat out of a
your point is
bag.
there shouldn't be nice lobster places, right? Like that's the whole fucking
That is my point, but
idea.
I also
Like,
think
they
you don't have
all
to
should
eat
be
them out of a
trailer packed.
bag.
They should all be trailer
I
packed.
feel like there's a nice medium, right?
No, man.
Like if
It's
McDonald's sold
trash
lobster.
food. No, it should be sold at McDonald's.
That's what I'm
They should-
saying.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I don't want to eat it out of a bag of my McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like I still eat it like in a regular burger, like a regular
You're
human.
the target audience.
I'm still eating like
You're
a
the guy that
normal
wants
human.
a nice
I don't want
lobster
to put a bib
dinner.
on.
No, yeah, you're the one that wants to
And
be
everyone eats out
wined
of a
and dined.
trough
You're
or whatever
buying
you're
$70
doing.
lobster
I'm
dinners.
buying $70,000 worth of diamonds.
Blood diamonds at that. That's absolutely insane. No, I'm there with you.
No, look, if I could get a $1 lobster burger from McDonald's,
Ugh.
I think that's where it would be. That'd be great. That sounds awesome.
You would do that.
Yeah, I
Have you ever
wouldn't
had a
eat it out of
fish
a
fillet-
bag.
Fish? Have you ever had the fish fillet, Sam?
I've had it.
Oh, okay. So imagine that, but it's lobster.
Right.
You're fine.
That's
with that?
what I think it should be.
Even with the slice of cheese on top.
Yeah, man. You can order it without the cheese, I guess.
No, they won't give it to you that way.
Yeah, yeah.
With the
That's what I
tartar
think it
sauce.
should be.
Yeah, no, I think that's that.
Not
that
like
tracks, yeah.
at a fancy place with steak and
Right,
it's
sure.
expensive.
Uh-huh.
And yeah.
No, that's about. the
And
vibe.
also not in like a trash can or however you were eating it.
I see. You're putting McDonald's a step ahead of the trailer park lobster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's a little bit fair.
Yeah.
The funny thing, yeah, I guess I imagine those seafood places that, there's always just that sketchy looking seafood place that's like, bro, don't go there. It's like Captain
Yeah.
Bob's in Brownsville.
Right.
like,
yeah.
So that's the type
So
of
you
place
don't
to
like
avoid.
that? Like you have to crack the lobsters.
Well, it's
and
also
stuff like that.
covered in like butter and shit, and your hands get sticky, and I just never get enough meat at once. I like
Right, dealing with like one lobster at a time and stuff.
it's just not worth. It's like eating even like crawdads. It's like it's just so little meat.
Right.
For
I've
it's a
never
lot of
done
work.
that. The like a boil, a
Yeah,
crawfish boil, and you
mhm.
have to like
No,
suck their heads.
I mostly
or whatever.
ate the potatoes and
Right.
the corn. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, so.
Okay,
But
what
we
if
both eat shrimp tails. Weirdly,
I do sometimes? Yeah,
yeah, me too.
yeah, we
So
do.
that's fun. Ate the heads too.
Eat their
The little
asses.
eyeballs.
Yeah,
What?
I hate the little dicks.
No, what? Crazy to imagine.
Pussies.
What is wrong? Why is this the thing that you're cracking up about?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think we've
So
ruined
let's say
Austin for the day.
you went to a Chili's.
Okay.
Let's say you go to Chili's.
Yeah.
And you order the lobster.
I'm not doing that, but okay.
No, but just imagine.
Yeah,
But
I'm
this is a
imagining.
world where lobsters aren't exaggerated.
Oh, lobsters are more accessible in this world.
No, they're as accessible, but they're not jacked up for no reason.
That's what I meant by more accessible, like monetarily accessible, like the
Not like easy, not
the
like
poor man's food.
Not like physically accessible.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, they're not roaming the sea. They're not
Right.
like
Sure.
it's not the new possum, right?
Sure,
You're not
yeah.
finding lobster and cooking them up.
Right. Yes. So you go. I get the burger or whatever and some fries.
We're at Chili's.
Yeah, we're at Chili's together.
Uh-huh.
You get the
lobster.
the 2 for $20 or whatever it's called.
Okay.
And you get the lobster with like a side of fucking rice or whatever you
Yeah.
like to eat
Yeah.
on the side of stuff.
Uh-huh.
And it comes and it's all cracked open for you. It's all buttered
okay.
for you, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of meat there.
Okay.
And you just have to fork and knife it, like,
Yeah.
and it tears apart easily. It's like a steak,
Yeah.
lobster
Yeah.
steak.
Yeah. Lobster. Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's buttery and would
Mhm.
you like it more?
That's my perfect scenario for some lobster. Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
got
As a matter of fact, I have had some lobster at a steakhouse, and I don't remember hating that, but yeah, it was really expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think that's the perfect scenario for lobster for
Got
me.
it.
Which again, I think we're both thinking that's the ideal world, right?
Yeah. Same with
Um,
diamonds. You go to McDonald's and you get the $1
in your Happy Meal. Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah.
not a bad. It's not
That's
a bad
pretty
Happy
good.
Meal.
Yeah.
Um, well, good on,
Do you have a
that.
rant?
I actually do have a good one.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
I thought of the perfect one. I'm glad I got it in my brain. A few weeks ago, I talked about getting caught in a hailstorm and there being a giant hole, a hole in the glass sunroof of my car, presumably where a baseball sized piece of hail rained down upon me.
How big's a baseball?
I don't really know who the. I don't know, like this big. Yeah, something like that.
That's like a softball. What you
Oh,
just did.
well, this is
That's
softball's
like a
bigger.
softball. Yeah, softballs are
Oh, that's
bigger.
interesting.
Yeah.
I don't really know who this rant is for. It's just a rant. Like I'm ranting like just this is a nuisance.
Okay.
I probably any normal person would have solved this problem already. But it's been really difficult to get this fixed. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out a bunch of glass places and kind of say fuck you to Campus Auto Glass, Atlas Auto Glass Repair Service, American Windshield, definitely Safelite. Fuck Safelite, Armadillo Auto Glass, Budget Auto Glass, Cedar Park Auto Glass, Oscar Auto Glass, Absolute Auto Glass,
Okay.
AAA Austin Auto Glass.
Before you get mad at me,
None of these places will service a sunroof.
why?
They said they don't do sunroofs.
But you specifically
Call these
said
people.
fuck like this
Fuck all of these names that I read.
all equally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know, because at some of them you're like, especially fuck this place. Or
Oh well, I just kind of vamping a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, I said especially Safelite because
Yeah.
Safelite's a lot more commercial of a company. I'm surprised they wouldn't
I see.
just service it.
They should do is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
and
But
everyone
more
told
out
me
of-
to call Safelite. Like Safelite
Got
Auto
it.
Glass,
Right,
super
right.
easy.
I understand. Yeah. Huh.
Have
you
the mechanics said they don't do glass. The glass
you
people said they
you
don't do
said that.
sunroofs.
Have you talked to like Kia, like a Kia place?
So yeah, go in there now. So called Kia, talked to them a bit. They said they don't replace the sunroof, but they had a guy. They got a third party guy. So I called the guy, and called him a couple times. Texted him, did speak to him. Honestly, had a lot of faith in him. After here, let me try to find the text. After talking to him, he seemed very promising. He did give me a quote to replace it. Would be $900
Jesus
unless
Christ.
unless he had to remove the something such to remove any broken glass, and then it would be $1,800, which I'm not going to pay.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of BS. It's kind of a whole mess. And
What are your thoughts on sun/moon roofs going forward?
I mean, this was such a freak accident thing that happened. Like, I don't think it swayed me away from them. I don't look for cars with sunroofs necessarily, so I'm still neutral, I guess is where I've been before.
You don't care at all, yeah. If it has a car
No,
has
I
that,
think at this point that'll be something I consider. Like if I'm really like, but it's not going to stray me away from. I'm not going to. I don't know when the next time I'm going to get a car is, but I'm not going to be like, yo, I'm not getting this car because it has a sunroof. I don't know if. Yeah, I don't know. I don't use it very often, so it might just be safer. But imagine there'd be a big ass dent in my car if
That's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know how much easier that would have been to replace or not, or to fix or not.
Man.
Yeah, it's been a hassle. So what I did also, here's another part of the rant. I tried to order the glass on kiapartsnow.com, who would not send me the glass because my bank wouldn't verify my address, which I thought also was weird. So that was really frustrating. So it's been like 4 or 5 weeks, I think. since there's still a hole in my car.
Your bank wouldn't verify your
They wouldn't
address?
verify the delivery address. I didn't get on the phone with KiaPartsNow.com, which I should have. The current situation I'm in is that I found the glass, a panel of the glass on eBay,
For how much?
$180
And you're gonna do it yourself?
with $60 shipping. So fingers crossed that I'm not going to get scammed. I did look through the person's profile. They mostly sell used. Oh, it's also used. That's why. They mostly sell used parts, and they had a lot of good reviews.
You know, it'd be funny.
They sent me a car.
No, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But if you were a glass salesman, but you're also like a scam artist,
What?
you
Just do it on the side?
break the glass
What the hell?
and send it in a box that's like fragile, whatever. Or you pre-bake like a
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
glass, and then you get it, and you're like, oh, it's broken. And you're like, it must have been the
Yeah.
delivery
Well,
people.
that'd be super frustrating if it does show up and it's broken glass.
That's a good scam.
That'd be crazy. Why? How's he making money on breaking the glass himself?
Well, he gets to keep your money.
No, but he's making the same amount of money if he
No,
sends
no,
me
no.
the
He doesn't get the $180 piece of glass. He gets a $2 piece of glass and breaks that and sends it to
Oh,
you.
I see. I feel like I'd be able to tell the difference between the quality of the glass, right?
You'll be able to tell in broken glass.
If it's like it's shattered.
It's shattered.
So the box shows up and it's
In
just
pieces
crumbled.
of glass.
That's actually horrible. Like I can't prove it, right? I just have like I open the box and then I like drop to
You're
my
fucked.
knees and like the glass running through my like hands.
Just glowing
That's actually
everywhere.
really funny. I thought you meant like there's a crack in it or something.
No,
Yeah.
that would suck.
Could be a business idea going forward. Just get a bunch of glass and just
It should have been a vulture's nest.
Oh, that's a good vulture's
Could
nest.
have.
This is the idea for my business.
It's a scam.
This is crazy.
Good rant.
That's the rant about my car. I am just struggling. Fuck cars. I think that's my big thing. So anyway, yeah, that's me. How far in are we? Oh, it's not bad.
Are you ready to jump into the tournament?
I guess so.
For best
For
power.
the 5th time today.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear what this tournament's all about.
Right. So we're gonna tournament best power. What we do on tournament styles, we host a tournament every single week. All of last month in October, we did best. We did best. We did tournaments involving conspiracy theories. We did the conspiracy corner. That was the theme month of last month. This month, no theme, just regular tournaments. We can tournament anything we want. This week, we're doing best power. We're gonna find the best power. The first matchup is Solar versus Will.
Ooh, I like this. Interesting. How much should I tangent on these things?
As much as you want.
How much do you believe that willpower is how can I put this? Real.
What?
Do you believe in willpower? Like the power of will?
Like a guy named Will?
Yeah, the powers of guy named Will.
Yeah, I believe in willpower. I guess when I think of willpower, I think of like, let's say you're addicted to like social media or something.
I guess okay, so for example, I've heard people describe willpower as like you can practice it as a skill and make your willpower stronger. Do you feel like that's possible? Like, is willpower an actually isolatable power that we have, or is it just a bunch of different factors that we're kind of going in? Like,
Can I redo the definition?
oh yeah.
And it's funny because then I'll redo the example after that.
Okay.
It's a noun. Control exerted to do something or restrain impulses.
Okay.
Most of our bad habits are due to laziness or lack of willpower, which is what my example was going to
Okay.
be with social media. When I started, was like when I was like, like let's say you're addicted to social media.
Right. Yeah.
Like some people can have the willpower to not get on it without putting
Yeah.
any like restraints on their phone or something like that.
Yeah. What about something that if you train yourself well enough to make something a habit or something automatic, do you have to exercise less willpower to do it? You know what I
That's a
mean?
good question.
Because I
I
feel like
guess
the point is
so.
yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
I already feel
so.
like that's the idea.
Yeah.
Okay, willpower is a very interesting topic of which is why I asked, how much tangent can I do? I don't want to spend a ton of time on it, but it's a concept that I think about a lot. And
Interesting.
I try not to rely on quote unquote willpower to do stuff.
It's really
I
why.
try to set myself up to create an environment where I will do the things I need myself to do. And those processes
What's the
aren't always
difference?
foolproof. That it doesn't it's not like I'm having to. Have you ever heard of decision fatigue?
I haven't,
So
but
it's not a
so
it's a process that would cause less decision fatigue because you're not having to decide every second. Like it's like the Steve Jobs thing. He always wears the same thing because he doesn't want to spend time picking out an outfit.
yeah,
So
I've heard
that
that.
so that takes away that.
You're saying if you have something that you need to do because of willpower, you'll have less power or less
You're
energy or
using less of
less
that tank from
just anything
willpower.
to do anything else.
Yeah, and you can use it for other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I forgot what what your question was, but oh yeah, and so I try now if it's like what's a good example of something I do? Rather than being like, okay, don't pick up food on the way home from work, I'm going to be like, no, that's going to rely too much on your willpower. Make food now so that you have something to eat before you leave, or for you that you have food waiting for you at
Right, you
home.
take the willpower out of it. Like it's the same thing with the
Yeah.
restraints on your like you. Let's say you
Hmm.
put your phone on like where it times you out of
Right.
social media or something
Exactly.
like that.
Yeah.
Got it.
Then you
Got
don't
it.
have to decide. It's like, oh my, I'm getting kicked off,
Got it.
like something like that. And it's just really interesting to me because I think a lot of things in life people want to willpower their way through something, or they blame their lack of willpower for doing or not doing things. And I think that's uh, a bad way to look at it because I think human behaviors we all have a tank that's gonna get depleted if we're always relying on willpower. I believe some people probably do have a bigger tank, but it's still not the smartest way like around it. I don't know. It's just something to me. I used to believe a lot in like, oh, if I just had more willpower, I would do this. But now I take a much more strategic approach to it.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
that's good stuff.
Yeah.
And this is against what? Oh, solar power?
Solar.
Not real. So
That's what I thought you were gonna say when you started your sentence with "Do you believe?" I started laughing because I was like, "Does this motherfucker not believe in solar power?"
no, just kidding. Although I will say, in the next like 20 years or so, we're
the
probably going to
sun's gonna
be
explode.
well. The nuclear power will be the new solar power. I think is what I've heard.
I hope not.
That's what a lot of people also have. That they're like, we shouldn't fuck with this.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah. So willpower moves on then.
I think so. It's more
Yeah,
interesting to me. I think go green energy, but
for sure.
yeah,
Okay. Next up, we have Puff Girls
got it.
versus Ball,
Powerball, like the lotto.
like the lottery.
Oh shoot. Okay, and this is the Powerpuff Girls.
That's right.
Um, which is a fun. It's a fun cartoon.
Did you watch a good amount of it?
Yeah, for sure.
I
At
feel
least in
like I was subject
the boy cartoons.
to being told I shouldn't watch it, so to
Oh,
speak.
really?
Not that anybody necessarily told me that.
Was it the cross-dressing devils that?
No, it was
Oh,
because it was like you'd be made fun of that you watch like the
oh
Powerpuff
yeah,
Girls
right.
or something
Okay,
like
for
that.
sure.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Huh. That's funny.
Yeah, I just felt like it never, which is so sexist and so fucking weird now
No,
that
for
I
sure.
think
Oh
about
well, I
it.
mean, we grew up in the context where stuff was still very much thought of in that way.
Yeah,
Um,
was
You
like,
know,
this is a cartoon
it's
with
really
the main characters as
yeah.
girls.
It's really funny, and if you ask my parents, they will corroborate this story. When I was really, really, really little, one of my favorite cartoon was Sailor Moon.
Oh,
Like I was
cool.
a Sailor Moon
Yeah.
kid, or yeah. I don't know when that changed, but at some point, I do think that outside influence was like, oh, I have to watch Dragon Ball Z actually.
Right. Well, I feel like
Yeah.
I grew up watching like Disney more anyway,
Oh,
but
okay.
even then, a
Mhm.
lot of the shows were the main characters girls, and I liked
Oh
those
yeah,
shows
yeah,
a lot.
right,
And
for sure.
also, it also felt kind of like I couldn't admit it. Like I couldn't admit that I
Right,
watched Lizzie McGuire or
right, yeah,
That's So
yeah.
Raven
No,
or
that's
something
true.
like
That
that.
was real thing. Yeah, I can definitely relate to some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Powerpuff Girls, and then it's the Lotto. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Powerball.
Recently got pretty far up there. Powerball. Yeah. I don't watch it or follow it, but
You gotta pick one.
it gets exciting. Yeah, I'll do Powerpuff Girls, I think.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Next up, we have lifting
Oh, okay.
versus of attorney.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool. This one's easy for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess for some reason you don't like attorneys.
Yeah, sure. I think
So I think you're going
it's
powerlifting.
that I like powerlifting more, yeah.
Oh, okay. It's easy
Yeah.
because you really like
Yeah.
powerlifting.
I'm
Oh,
pretty I have really bought into it has a lot to do with a health podcast I listen to. I've really bought into the idea that one of the best things you can do for your health and longevity is to build strength. And some of the best strength building exercise are compound lifts, which are the moves that people use in the sport of powerlifting: deadlift, bench press, squats, and some people would also put in rows and pull-ups in there for your back. um, and I listen to this podcast almost every day. They release something every day. And I grew up, well, let's just get a little, not deep, but like, let's get a little, I grew up kind of being a bigger kid and always thinking the goal of my health was to just be smaller.
oh, interesting.
And also aesthetically, like I wanted to be smaller and look smaller. Like I just thought that was like, I need to fix this, fix this, fix this.
Interesting.
There's actually more and more research and data coming out trying to point people in the direction of it's not that we have too much body fat, but we have too little muscle mass, especially as we start to age. Because
For
when you're,
sure. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
well, when you're younger, you have your youthful hormones that are that are naturally preserving a lot of muscle in your body. As you get older, and those your sleep, just all kinds of things, stress gets worse, sleep gets worse, activity gets lower. Activity is one of the main ways to stimulate preservation of muscle. As those things start to get lower, you start to like lose muscle mass, and people are showing there a lot of health markers that really tie into that. A lot of like mental health benefits, a lot of like physical health benefits, and having more muscle mass also helps you maintain a better overall body fat percentage. I'm hugely bought into this idea. I love like science. I listen to this podcast all the time, and it also has taken me 2 or 3 years to really get myself in the mindset of like think about health and longevity in the long-term approach, rather than like let me try to lose 30 pounds in 2 months, which I've done before, and it never seems to work. And I think that reason is that because I never focused on building muscle and getting healthier, rather the what the scale looked like, and nothing that's going to help keep it that way. Like eating habits didn't change, activity habits didn't change.
I've actually been
Yeah.
on record that people shouldn't weigh themselves. Like I think
Yeah,
weighing
yeah. Uh-huh.
themselves is just a bad idea. Like all around. There's nothing that it does for you in terms of if you're just looking at a number and
I
wanting that to go up or down.
absolutely agreed. The philosophy that I'm like referencing all this to would say that a better health marker would to be to test your strength, not look at the scale.
For
It's like,
sure.
hey, can you lift this much, or can you do
Right.
this? Can you
Yeah.
get
I
there?
totally agree with that.
Yeah.
That
And
makes a ton of sense. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. So I'm super nerdy about it. I love it. Like I said, I listen to this I really bought into this podcast, and it's
Now let me
fun,
try
and-
and sway you. Guillermo, you ever been in
the look that
trouble with
Austin
the law?
the look that Austin just gave me was amazing.
You ever been in trouble with the law?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or kind of.
What'd you
We've
do?
both been in the back of a cop car together. Technically, we were in trouble with the law.
I don't know. That was really the law. That was more of some angry old man.
That was the law.
He just happened to work for law enforcement.
Okay, well,
Yeah. He could have been anything, and he would have been an angry old man.
I think I agree with that.
So if you're ever in court,
Okay.
you need the power of attorney to represent you.
Are you telling me?
What?
What is the power of attorney?
That's a good question.
I got you. Because isn't this something that isn't this
Don't
like
say it. What?
isn't this something where it's like hold on, a written document that authorizes someone to make decisions or take actions on someone else's behalf, right? So like for example, if like someone's in a coma or something like that too,
Jesus.
I think that's, or they're unable to make like a decision.
I had no idea what this was when I wrote it
So
down.
yeah, it's not just the power endowed or in what's the word, endowed, or no,
Yeah, when you
it's
graduate
not just the power given to
law
attorneys.
school.
No, not something you
pass the
unlock when you
bar.
pass the bar.
Yeah,
This is
for
the
sure.
power of attorney is like your legal guardian tends
It's like
to
how
have
much
it.
an attorney can lift.
That's right.
It's the power of
the
attorney.
physical force of an attorney. And I think in some cases an attorney can be the person that exercises this role. I don't even know what this is. Many lawyers charge a set fee to prepare for a POA. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I'm a powerlifting guy. So I vote for powerlifting and not this thing that we obviously know nothing about. How much money would it take for you to change careers and become a lawyer?
Like how much, like in lump sum right now?
Yeah,
Like I
like
have
to
to go
give
to
you, and
law.
you
Like I have to
you have to
study for the
You still have to
LSAT,
pass all the hoops. You have to do all the things.
and I have to be a lawyer with my life.
And then you have to be a lawyer with your life. That's right. You could be any kind of lawyer though. That's the silver lining.
Probably millions.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably millions of dollars.
that's fair. I like that.
Yeah. And then I would be like a good attorney of like someone who just helps people for nothing. Sort
I
of.
do like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
Okay, so powerlifting moves on, and then finally we have horse versus bomb.
Horsepower.
Oh, shit.
Power bomb?
That's right.
What's a power bomb?
A power bomb is a wrestling move.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's right.
Describe it to me.
I think a definition might be a better descriptor than anything I would have to.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, then let me talk about horsepower. Why horsepower? That's all I got on that.
A power bomb is a professional wrestling throw in which an opponent is lifted and then slammed back first. Sorry, that hyphenated word confused me. And then slammed back first down on the mat. A standard powerbomb sees an opponent first placed in the wrestler's head scissors position. The opponent is then lifted on the wrestler's shoulders and slammed down on the back. And so sort of like that.
Wow. I kind of
So
like
I get
this
you
one.
up here, and I
Oh
just
my
slam
gosh.
you. I
That
do that.
sounds so
That's my
dangerous.
sex move.
Oh yeah.
Put the girl on my
Onto the bed?
shoulders. I, eat that shrimp pussy.
No.
And then I bring it down here.
Uh-huh.
Do a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And then power bomb onto the
Wow.
bed.
Yeah. That
They
was
fall in love after
that
that.
was right. Exactly.
Yeah.
All 29 of them.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, good to know. I'll have to, I guess,
You should try it. Yeah.
No, that's.
I think that
I want to be the one lifted though.
that you would fall in love.
I would.
If someone
yeah.
lifted you onto their shoulders,
Immediately head over heels, figuratively and
gave
literally.
you, put in their mouths
A
and
little shrimp
then
dick, yeah.
and then slammed you onto the
Under the
bed
bed?
and
Yeah.
got on top of you, and
No, yeah.
you'd fall in love.
I'd do anything for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Right. And then horsepower. Horsepower is how much car can go.
I remember when I used to bringing it all back to Pokemon when I used to refer to, or when I first played the games and Pokemon had HP. I remember
Oh.
asking my parents what that was, and my dad said it was horsepower.
But you asked him not like any context. You just asked, "What is HP?" You
no,
didn't
I
say,
was asking
"I'm
about
playing
the
a."
game. No, I was.
There's
but,
no way.
Well, he didn't know it was health points. He was
There's.
just
I
like
just feel
HP,
like
horsepower.
there's no way.
No, I mean, that
I
was,
feel
wait,
like
why?
you asked like, "What is HP?"
I might. I mean, I don't remember this.
He didn't
but
give it a second thought. You asked him specifically about this
No,
game.
who
and said,
cares? It's
horsepower.
your dumb kid asking you.
Yeah,
what the
apparently
fuck?
not your dad.
Oh my god. Yeah, horsepower. Where did? Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
That's just
yeah.
a very generalized
I got it.
thing, right? There's no. That's not an actual unit of measurement.
Horsepower,
Oh.
HP, is a unit of measurement of power or the rate at which work is done, usually in reference to the output of engines and motors. I think it's a very old unit of measurement
Wow.
that we still use for like engines and shit.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Can you equate that to wait? Is it kilojoules or is it joules that measures force?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Well,
can
that's
you
like a
equate that
real
to
thing.
joules? So is horsepower apparently.
But joule is like this times this or whatever, isn't
Oh,
it?
I don't know. That's why I was asking. I have literally no idea.
We're
so deep into the retreat, it's hard for me to pretend I know what I'm talking about anymore. What is that math equation? This is wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a real
They
thing,
measure
but
it.
it's just old, I think.
That's pretty crazy.
The term was adopted in the late 18th century by Scottish engineer James Watt to compare
Yeah.
the output of steam engines to the power of. They were comparing it to horses.
That's
yeah.
crazy. I actually like this a lot more. What's it up against?
Bomb.
Oh, right, the sex move.
A wrestling move.
This one, I'm kind of caught between these two.
Yeah.
What do you think? Powerbomb?
I could go powerbomb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Horse is cool. I mean,
Yeah, more interesting than I thought it would be.
I knew it was a real thing, so
Yeah,
I'm not as interested.
I thought it was just like a thing people said.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, your dad was right. He just doesn't care about you, it sounds like.
Like you're saying he knew the answer but wouldn't
No,
tell me?
I'm saying he knew of what an HP was and didn't give what you asked a second thought at all. Like he's like, "Oh yeah, that's horsepower."
No one knew what Pokemon was back then. He knows now.
He also didn't care to look into it. This is what I'm saying.
into Pokemon,
Like if
into
your
the video
kid,
game I was
if
playing?
any kid comes up to you and asks, "What is the how did you ask the question?" Because this is where the real
hey, what does this
situation
mean?
lies.
Pointing at HP on the screen.
What does HP mean? And you
Yeah,
point
and
it
I
to the
point at the
screen.
game. I point at the Game Boy. And also,
And he didn't. Did he grab it and look?
well,
and
it's because
like...
I was using a Ponyta in that battle, and it was going up against
Another
Rapidash. Yeah,
yeah,
another point. So it kind of horses were in the picture.
yeah. That's fair.
To be fair, I don't know.
Do you have any honorable mentions? Super, you said that's a good one.
Oh, superpower.
Yeah.
The power of friendship is a good one.
Oh, that is a good one.
Yeah. I think that's it. Power hour.
Power hour is really good. Power outage.
Power outage. Shout out to like the 5 times that's happened to me since I've been in Austin. Yeah.
Supply.
Power supply is good.
Yeah.
Demand.
All right, let's get through the tournament. We have Puff Girls versus Will.
I hate the way you're presenting these. I might go with willpower, I think. I don't know. I could go either way for this one.
Yeah, I like Will. I
Okay.
think for this one. And then we have Bomb versus Lifting.
In seriousness, I really like powerlifting. The power bomb sex move is just a whole great conversation, though.
Yeah.
I could go either way.
I'd go bomb just for this tournament.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
on the day Power Bomb
I
showed
think on
up,
the
I
day.
think.
Yeah.
And then finally we have Bomb versus Will.
I think we go power bomb here.
Power Bomb is the best power.
Exercise your willpower to give her a good old power bomb.
Yeah. Also,
Or
it's a
him.
hot move. Like if you
It's
see
a hot move.
wrestlers do it,
Yeah.
it's
You'll
pretty
fall in
hot.
love
Yeah.
with both of them. Both
That's
the
right.
wrestlers. Okay. That's the power tournament. That's our first November episode.
Yep, that's right.
Wow.
Best power.
Congrats.
We did it.
Crazy.
Guillermo, thank you so much for being here and joining
Of
me
course.
as a guest. I really
I
appreciate
enjoyed
you
being on the
being a
couch today.
guest on Tournament Style.
Yeah. Say, wait, say what? What's going on? I'm so confused. And stop using your hands in that way. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining
It's
me.
like you're praying, but then being like, and right, you praying that and
I just really appreciate you joining me as a guest at Tournament
I guess.
Style.
What
That's,
is the joke here? I don't understand. Am I getting kicked off the podcast?
Good. Do you have any plugs or shout outs so that people
Um,
can find what you do after this and no longer on the show?
What? I'm changing careers. I a shout out to us for this is the 5th episode we've recorded in one day. And find me at the Great Guille, Guille on Instagram and Twitter, and follow us on TikTok, Tournament Style Podcast, one of those. And maybe you'll see some of these clips on there, and then pass it back to Austin.
Yeah, shout out to Shrimps everywhere for listening to us. Thank you so much. You can find more from me at Austin Agars on Twitter and Instagram. And we'll be back next week. If you liked, please rate, review, and subscribe so you can be back here next week. It'll come to your phone or wherever app you're using. If you subscribe and rating and reviewing really helps us out. If you enjoyed a lot, tell a friend and make them listen to it. Powerbomb them. And we'll be back next week with another episode of Tournament Style. Bye.